Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today, I'm going to give you guys an apology. Stay tuned. Happy Thursday night, Zonies. You know, it takes a big man to apologize. So I am going to give you an I'm sorry today. Yesterday, for those of you that actually watched the video, I went off the rails and I ranted big time yesterday. What's up, Tila, Rick Allen, Carol? I want to apologize for some of the things I said yesterday. Now, no one has asked me to apologize. This is just coming from here because it bothers me how some of the stuff I said came out. And, let me back up. So yesterday, for those of you that didn't see yesterday's show, oh my goodness, thank you very much, Colleen May. Bing says hi and thank you. You must have seen yesterday's video for the craziness that went down when I was babysitting. See, I wasn't gonna say it was your house that I went to, but so yesterday I start off my talk very nice. My whole message was this, and I heard this on TV from a doctor. They said that if we all, collectively, all of America, practice what the CDC says, wear a mask, observe 6 feet distance, wash our hands, then in as little as 8 weeks, 2 months, we can go back to life as normal. That was my entire message. I wasn't raising my voice, but we had a troll, and I let the troll get under my skin. And the troll, I should have had more empathy for the troll. See, there's certain people out there that aren't capable of thinking for themselves. They just repeat, they're a parrot, they repeat what they hear, and for whatever reason, the intelligence level just isn't there. And so, I could talk all day, it's not going to make a difference to them, but what I really want to apologize for, number one, is I used a lot of profanity yesterday. And YouTube did not appreciate that. YouTube did not promote my video whatsoever. In fact, they demonetized it. I'm not going to make a cent from the video I made yesterday. So that was number one. I used a lot of profanity. I do curse from time to time, but yesterday I really went to town cursing. Okay, I was like a sailor. So I apologize for that. Number two, like I said, I wasn't showing enough empathy. Okay, and the thing that really bothers me that I wish I could take back and say in a different way was that at the very end, I said I hope that people that don't wear masks all die. Now, I really wish I could take it back and phrase it differently. I should have said that, you remember the end game where where Thanos did the snap and people disappeared? I kind of wish that Thanos would do a snap and all the stupid people that wear masks disappear. See how nice that is? A little tweak right there. So I'm changing the message. I'm not wishing death on anyone. I don't want bad karma, but I'm not taking back everything I said. But I just don't want bad karma, and I want to emphasize with stupid people. Not everyone is intelligent. That's just how it is. Some people don't know 2 + 2 is 4. They don't realize wearing masks save lives, and that if we all cooperate, we can get through this pandemic together. See, isn't that a nicer message? Isn't that nicer, guys? I think I should have worded it that way, but I let that troll get under my skin, and I went a little crazy. And again, no one's asked me to make this apology, okay? I'm a big enough man. I can admit when I was wrong. I was wrong on how I said things. My message was still there. My message was in bold letters. We gotta follow what the damn CDC says. Do I like wearing a mask? No one likes wearing a mask. But you know what? At some point, we got to go back to business as usual. So many small businesses have gone under because of this whole thing. Oh, we got comments over here. Again, Colleen, thank you very much for the super chat. That was not necessary. Tila, happy Thursday night. Carol, howdy Sam. Okay, here we go. Rick Allen, what's up? More ranting tonight. Okay, Rick Allen, no apology needed from me. I was right there with you. Mark, hi Sam, I moved back to AZ. I'm back a week. Wow, Mark, welcome back to the Valley. Phil, you're only human. Santila, we're all frustrated. Sam, Mark, some people are just being stubborn. Vince Rodriguez, hey Sam, it's good to see you live. Hang in there, brother. We're all in this together. Mark, they're afraid they'll lose their rights if they wear a mask. And then he made some comment about, you know, how the sun is supposed to kill the disease. And I rebutted with, yeah, let's all drink Clorox, you know. But Carol, dang, missed it. I'll have to watch it. You got to watch it, Carol. But I got to warn you, this is rated R. I cursed like crazy yesterday. Colleen, oh no, we haven't watched it yet from yesterday. Yeah, Colleen, I did this whole... I told the story of what happened when I went to visit Binks, which you guys don't even know. It's towards the end of the video. It's a very visual story. Everything is fine. Don't worry. Your house is okay. Everything's fine. Binks was fine. Something bad happened, though. But you watch the video. I don't want to spoil it for you. Come here, Roar. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look who it is. Look who it is right here. Look, see? Say hello. Hello. Rory decided not to eat her dinner tonight. And she seems to think she can have a different dinner than the rest of us eat. And tonight was vegan, right? And she didn't really care for it. To tell you the truth, I didn't really care for it today either. Yesterday's I wasn't thrilled with either. But you know what? You're not going to love each and every single meal you have. You still need to eat. And if you want what we cook, you eat nothing. All right. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Hello, Colleen.
It's hot in here. I don't want you in here.
Hello, Colleen.
Rory says hello, Colleen. Whoa, more comments over here. D Terrence 1. What up, Sam? You speak your mind. Jay DeQuento. Put them on a barge till it goes away. Kenya Hicks, Sam, you're human. I'm going to have to watch. Oh, man. Danny B, Sam was doing the cat poop shuffle. Yes, I was doing the cat poop shuffle. That's right. Retired 2019. Hey, Sam, how about coming on earlier for U.S. Coast guys? This is early for me. It's only 8:15. I work till 5:30 p.m. East Pacific. So the earliest I could ever come on would be, say, like 5:45 Pacific, which I think you guys are 3 hours ahead. So that puts you, what, 8:15-ish? No, I don't know. I can't do math tonight. But yeah, bottom line, I'm Pacific right now. 6 months of the year, Arizona observes Pacific. 6 months of the year, it observes Mountain. So I'm sorry this comes on really late for you East Coasters. My apologies. But you know, it does record. You can watch it the next day. It still tastes good, I promise. Okay. Phil at Colleen, the Binks story was hilarious. I'm glad you guys liked it. Binks was a little traumatized. But everything's okay, Colleen. Don't worry. Your house is okay. I thought for sure you guys watched it. So, guys, I just wanted to apologize. You know, I don't just curse just to curse. I was very upset yesterday, and having the troll on here did not help matters whatsoever. I'm sure it made it more entertaining, but yeah, I regret saying that thing at the end. This is what happens when you go live. You know, when I'm in the studio, when I pre-record, I can cut stuff out that, you know, may not translate right, you know, and you know, like I like to say that term, like call a spade a spade. I can't say that no more, because apparently this is news to me. I had no idea this was like a derogatory thing. I had never been told in my entire life till recently that black folks could be called spades. It's playing cards. You know, there's a spade and there's also a club. They're both black characters versus the two red characters, a heart and a diamond. How did I know there was any sort of connotation to that phrase? I've been using it all my life. It's very hard for me to stop using that phrase, but I'm trying. I'm making a conscious decision to stop saying that phrase because I don't want to offend anybody. So I'm trying, but it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I use that term. I'm what, 44 now? I've used that term my entire life. It's hard, but I'm working towards eliminating it from my phrase book. I don't know what you call it. Okay, here we go. We got more comments here. Tila, Danny B. Okay, Steely Dan, what up from Michigan? Rob V, your show is better live. It gets stale overnight. Rob V, retired 2019. Okay, give us East Coasters a heads up when you do streams. Yesterday, I did, for the record, I did go into my community tab and I wrote a little comment there. Hey guys, I'm about to go live. Just so you know, I did do that because I know notifications don't always go out. Today, I did not do that. Today I was doing an apology, and I didn't want to just, hey guys, I'm gonna go straight now to apologize. Come visit. It didn't feel right to send out a community tab thing for that. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm gonna try to do better to tell you in advance when I intend on streaming. I don't schedule these usually. Usually it's whenever I'm free, and most importantly, whenever I'm in the mood. Because, I'm kind of a creative person and I have to be in the right mindset, in the right mood. I haven't shaved my head in a while and trimmed my beard. I need to do that. But it's all about how I feel. If my energy is low, I don't want to come out here and give a crappy vlog. I want to come out here and be high energy. And it's all about how I'm feeling at that moment. Plus, who knows? I can get into an argument with Cartoon Wife or Rory and be in a foul mood. There's a lot of things at play. But again, I'm creative, and I don't want to have at Thursday, 7 p.m. every single Thursday. That's what I do. Because stuff's going to get in the way, and I'm going to force it, and I don't want to force it. So I hope you hear where I'm coming from. I'm going to do a better job of posting in the community tab, telling you when I intend on recording. But then if I miss it, some of you are going to get pissed off at me. So, I can't please everybody, but I'm going to do a little better in terms of communicating in advance, all right? Tila, it made for great viewing on our big screen. Sam, we are cracking up. Mark, I tell you, Sam, houses are going fast. Real estate is unbelievable here in Arizona. You're absolutely right. Right now, this minute, houses are selling quick in Gilbert. But I am moving next year, and I'm scared to death. I may have to do a double move. I don't want to, but I may have to do a double move. Meaning we sell this house, we temporarily live in an apartment, all our crap in a storage unit, and then once the new house is ready, we move to the new house. So 2 moves. I hate to move. Despise it. So this time I'm insisting we hire movers. I do not want to put that on my friends and family again to help me move. I don't want to do that. I feel real bad about it. I just don't want to do that to my friends and family. I'd rather just save some money, hire movers. We could even do one of them pods, we could get a pod and stick all our crap in there and they take it away. But we'll probably just do a storage unit because that's what we did last time. Okay. Taylor, not offended, Sam. Thank you. Retired 2019 on black. People are too sensitive. Did you guys know that was a thing? To call a spade a spade. I thought it was talking about playing cards. Seriously. I never heard this in my entire life. Someone told me that recently because it was actually part of my, let's do a plug. It was actually something I said in my moving to Arizona Masterclass. You like how I just slipped that in there? So someone told me, they reviewed it for me, one of my buddies, and he was like, dude, you got to remove that line. You can't say to call a spade anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I removed it from there, and ever since then, that's when I've been very cognizant of this. So anyway, guys, if you're interested in my 1 hour, 42-minute masterclass, that's the website to go to, move to az.weebly.com. I know the URL is ghetto. I had one from GoDaddy, ArizonaLiving.info, but it's busted. It don't work. People complain. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to send you straight to the freaking website itself. Forget the cutesy nickname. It's going straight there. So it's just $10. Watch the video on that channel, on that webpage. It explains the whole thing. Money back guarantee, yada, yada, yada. Before I forget, I got to plug the A-Team. You guys talked about real estate. If you're looking for real estate here in the Valley, this is who you need to call. Janet and Gabby, the A-Team. Okay, I just have to do my plugs, keep the lights on. All right, that's out of the way. Let's continue reading the comments here. Ooh, it moved a lot. Okay, here we go. Princess Mitch, are you apologizing for your rant? Sorry, I just hit here. I was apologizing for the way I said certain things. I cursed a lot, and at the very end, I said I wished ill will towards people that don't wear masks. And I I didn't like how I ended it that way, and I'm into karma, and I just wanted to apologize for how I said things. I don't apologize for the message. The message ultimately is, if we all wear our masks, practice what the CDC says, in 2 months we could be over this thing. That's all my message was. It was very peaceful. But then we had a troll yesterday, and I lost it. And I really shouldn't have lost it. I have the power not to read their messages and ignore them, but I just went off. It was just one thing after another until I blew up. And then it was off the rails, and like I said, I cursed like crazy. And I know kids watch this show. Even though on YouTube I put it specifically for adults, I know kids watch this show. I know for a fact. So I don't want to put that out there, all that cursing. I curse once in a blue moon, but it's not every other sentence like last night. Last night I went a little crazy. Just a little crazy. Let's see here. Kenya Hicks. Oh, damn. Sam went to threw it at 28 minutes. You hit the floor on this subject. It's all good when most people are passionate about something. Things might come out strong. Okay. Fitzmagic 62. Is surprise as bad as you say? Well, go check it out. I'm not saying there's no stores. There's some stores. But for the most part, driving around, it was kind of desolate. It was like, I'm telling you, there's a lot of nothing out there. A lot of nothing. Go out, check it out for yourself. Don't just take what I say, okay? Princess Mitch, why are you moving? That's a great question. Let me circle back to that. Mark, what communities are you looking in? I'm looking specifically into Queen Creek. We already have money down. We picked out everything, and we're moving. They haven't given us a specific date yet, but more than likely it'll be May of next year. More than likely, we'll see what they say. We have not been given a date. That's my guess, based on conversations I've had. And I haven't forgotten your question there, Princess Mitch. Jeremy Medina, do scorpions go inside your house? If you do not get your perimeter of your house professionally sprayed every other month. Mommy got stung by a scorpion in her bed when she lived in Havasu. Where? It wasn't in this house, and it wasn't in Avondale. I don't know. I don't know where Mommy got stung by a scorpion, but I can tell you, I pay for Nature Zone, not sponsored. They come out every other month. They spray the perimeter of the house, inside my garage, and I've never had a problem in this house. We used them also in our older house in Avondale, which is about 10 years old, and we had maybe 1 or 2 scorpions that were in the house. And scorpions, they like to hide like where the wall is, where the floor meets the wall, whatever you call that line. You know what I'm saying. They like to feel protected, so they're right on the corner, so you won't see them like in the middle of your living room. They don't like to be out in the open. But we had like a couple that we found in Avondale in that house. But once we started using Nature Zone, we didn't see them no more, because Nature Zone kills the crickets. If there's no crickets, the scorpions won't bother being around, because that's what scorpions eat. Let me tell you a little bit of a story, okay? Story time, guys. Story time, okay? When I was a teenager, I saw on TV Mike Tyson, the heavyweight champion of the world. He had exotic pets, like a big lion, right? He had a big lion for a pet. And for whatever reason, the idea came to me, I need an exotic pet. So I took my ass to the pet store, and I'm looking for an exotic pet. What did I end up getting, guys? I got a scorpion. This is in New Jersey. I got a scorpion. And I had a fish tank that I made look like a cemetery, and I named the scorpion Prick. Why did I name the scorpion Prick? Because I would change out his water every day, and I would have to get him live crickets for him to eat. And every time I went to go change out his water, he would try to attack me, which is why I called my pet scorpion Prick. And this was way back in the day. And unfortunately, Prick died because I didn't realize you need to get like a heat lamp. I didn't know that, so he froze to death. I didn't know scorpions needed it hot. I didn't do it purposely. The guy at the store didn't tell me that. I would have bought one if he would have told me. But
They live in the desert.
I'm talking. If you're gonna come over here, you gotta talk in front of the mic. Yes, I know scorpions live in the desert, but the thought did not occur to me that I needed to get a freaking heat lamp for the scorpion. You know, the thought never occurred to me. So Prick died. He froze to death. And my brother actually wanted me to make a keychain out of him. I kid you not. He wanted me to make a keychain out of Prick, which I did not do. And I waited like 4 days to make sure he didn't move before I attempted to take him out to flush him down the toilet. So my brother wanted a keychain, and I was scared he was just playing possum and he was gonna attack me. So, all right, what did you want to say? What did you want to say?
You should have known they live in the desert.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I needed to get a heat lamp. I thought it was warm enough. It was in the house. It wasn't like I had him outside.
That would be better because it's hot.
No, in Jersey it gets cold.
Well, then why didn't you get a scorpion to here?
I wanted an exotic pet. Like Mike Tyson had. He had a lion, I had a scorpion.
Lion, scorpion.
All right, goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.
I bet
Goodbye.
lions eat scorpions.
Thank you for bringing me waters.
I bet lions eat
Yeah, I'm sure lions eat scorpions. All right, so why am I moving? Let's answer your question, Princess Mitch, and then we'll move on to some of the other questions here. The new URL works better, Danny B. That was always where it ultimately would take you. But yeah, it works better than, for whatever reason, ArizonaLiving.info. Okay, why am I moving? I'm moving for. I got Sour Patch here. She's about to piss me off. Watch. In another minute, she's gonna freaking claw at the sofa. So. When we bought this house we currently have in Gilbert, right? We knew right off the bat it was not our forever home because it wasn't. Oh, you stop! Hey, Sour Patch, Rory, get your cat. She's destroying the sofa. All right, never mind. You're in your underwear. Sour Patch, you're pissing me off. Seriously. Hi, Vay. All right. So when we got this house, sorry guys, we knew it was not our forever home. It was 2 stories, and we just had a side yard. It didn't have its own like private pool area that we had a community pool, but not a private pool area. And we just knew it wasn't going to be our forever home. We knew it was. We went in knowing that by the time it was 10 years old, we were going to move. We knew that right off the bat. The big issues that Cartoon Wife has with this house: 2 floors. The living room is small, so she can't get like regular size sofas in there. And I know all this sounds very bratty, but it's just how Cartoon Wife feels. And one thing that annoys the hell out of both Cartoon Wife and I, the garage is on the opposite side of the house than the front door. And that annoys us because when people drop off stuff, sometimes they're lazy. And, you know, whenever I get a package from Amazon, they've been better as of late. But a lot of times when Alexa would tell me we have a package that arrived, I'd have to go on a freaking hunt. It could be on the side yard. It could be in the front door. It could be by the garage. It could be at the neighbor's house. And the same thing happens when we order food for delivery. They'll bring it to the neighbor's house. They'll leave it right in front of the garage and not tell us that they dropped it off. It's just a pain in the royal ass that the garage and the front door are not on the same side of the house. Royal pain in the ass. Whoever designed that, I'm not happy with them. So those are the majority of the reasons. It's cheaper in Queen Creek than it is in Gilbert. Gilbert's very expensive. And I'm going to miss certain things about where I live. I'm going to miss some of my neighbors. I'm going to miss being so close to what used to be a 24-hour Walmart. They changed their hours now. It's not 24 hours anymore ever since COVID. And I'm also going to miss the proximity to Rory's school. Of course, she's going to have to change schools. So I'm going to miss certain things. I'm also going to miss, I'm going to be slightly further away from my mom, slightly further away from Sarah's sister. But at the end of the day, we're getting a house that we're saying is going to be our forever home. And it's in Queen Creek. The house is not built yet. It's just a plot of land at this point. It's going to take time. It's going to take 8 to 10 months to build. So those are the reasons why we are relocating. So let me go back to the chat over here. Thank you very much for that question. Hold on. Whoa. Did I miss a lot of stuff here? 1 second, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Go to the gym. Look at the bright side of Double Move, the glorious rants. These effing neighbors. Da, 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 da. Very funny. Very funny. Phil, Sam, is it possible you can do a rent back on current house if necessary rather than renting apartment? No, not really. I mean, I have a mortgage on the current house. It's not like I'm renting this one. Are you suggesting I rent it to someone else? Princess Mitch, that phrase just means you're telling it like it is. That's exactly what that phrase means. Thank you. Danny B, URL, okay, works good. Bert, nice ladies. Mark, what's the name of the community? I'm not telling you because then it makes it easier for crazies on YouTube to find me. Fitz, Magic 62, what's your thoughts on Levine? I have never been to Levine. However, the A team tells me Levine is super hot right now. It's South Phoenix. It's still somewhat affordable, and it's not far from Phoenix proper. And I hear people are moving there like crazy. So I'm told if you're looking for a good deal, look in Levine, look in Buckeye, and look in Santan if you're looking for more bang for your buck. Because the Phoenix Valley is getting more and more and more pricey thanks to all the Californians that are moving here. Okay. Okay, Princess Mitch, baseboard. What do you mean baseboard? What did I miss? Tila, you killed your scorpion? Okay, you need some crystals, Sam. I actually have a lot of crystals. I know I make fun that I'm not an airy-fairy person and I don't like Sedona, but I actually have a lot of crystals, believe it or not. I have a whole collection. Oh, shit. I almost knocked over my light, Tila. Look what you made me do. All right. I have a whole thing of crystals. You're just going to have to believe me. I have a whole thing of crystals. I like crystals. But yeah, I did make that comment about airy fairies and not liking Sedona. But yeah, I have a whole, trust me, I have a whole thing of crystals. Let's see here. Go to the gym. Isn't Sour Patch considered an exotic animal? No, she's just a cat we saved from a garage. She's not an exotic animal. Ow, Kitty Meows, Tila, Sour Patch, Robert Vogel. That's what cats do. Sorry. Danny B. Sam, you're funnier than Seinfeld. Thank you very much. You know, funny thing with Seinfeld, I don't know if I ever said this. I had a very close family friend. He's no longer with us, but he and his wife actually went to see Seinfeld doing stand-up before he got his show. And he recalls Seinfeld saying on stage, hey, I just signed up to do this show. Don't know if anything is going to come out of it. So it was kind of crazy to hear someone was with Seinfeld while he was doing stand-up and Seinfeld saying, I got this show. I don't know if anything's going to come out of it. I thought it was interesting. But, you know. Okay, here we go. Robert, when are you moving? Probably May of next year. We'll see. Anthony Short, do you still have the same 900 meg internet? Yes, I do. I have GigaBlast, which gives me 900 meg up and down. I love it. Princess Mitch, thanks for that answer. Retired 2019. Sam, can I find a condo for rent for $1,500 per month in a quiet neighborhood? Yes, you definitely can. You definitely can. I can tell you I'm certain on this. Now, am I saying it's going to be a 3-bedroom? No. But it all depends on the area. My brother, for the longest time, was renting a condo in Ahwatukee, which is very desirable. It was a 3-bedroom. I think it was 3. Pretty sure it was 3. 3-bedroom condo, and he was paying $1,800 a month. And the coolest thing about this place, and I went to visit once, the pool area, the community pool area, looked like it was from a resort. It looked legit, like it was from like a fancy hotel. So that was the coolest thing about it. But now he's renting a house in Ahwatukee, and he's paying $2,000 a month for a house. So I have no doubt you can get something for $1,500. But obviously, if you want a nicer area, it's not going to be a 3-bedroom. It might be a 1 or 2-bedroom. But I'm telling you, can definitely get something for $1,500 a month in a decent neighborhood. I haven't said this website in a long time. If you go to communitycrimemap.com, you can type in the address of where it is you're considering and see how the crime is doing in that area. I also recommend if you're looking to rent from an apartment place, you go to Yelp and you type in the name of the apartment place, and you could see what the residents are saying. And what I recommend, pay close attention to what they're saying about the management. You can't control who your neighbors are, but you could definitely control whose management you decide to live under. Okay, because some people are jerks. So that's what you're going to want to look into. Hope that helps. Hold on. Michael, hello. I enjoy your videos. Just moved to Phoenix. Welcome to the Valley there, Michael fan. Idoji, I'm surprised you're streaming after last night. I just finished watching the recap when I saw you were live. You know, I wanted to come out here and just do a little apology video. I'm not going to repeat myself again. I didn't like how I said certain things yesterday. I don't wish death on anyone, but I do wish Thanos could snap his fingers and those that don't wear masks disappear. Doesn't that sound really nice of them how it came out yesterday? I really wish I would have just said it like that yesterday. That's what really bothered me, that I said that line at the end. And yeah, I'm a comedian. I make fun. You don't have to take everything I say for gospel. Sometimes I say stuff, sarcastically. Some people don't know what that word means, but not everything I say is to be taken literally. All right, so let me continue here. Mark, LOL. Robert, Queen Creek, great. Tila, Sam, have you ever met a famous person? That's a great question. Did you decide to look in your question book now all of a sudden? Have you met a famous person? If not, who would you love to meet? Have I ever met a celebrity? I don't know. I mean, there's nobody that really... Oh, I didn't meet him. But, okay, WWE, the wrestling organization, they had a restaurant in the middle of Times Square. And I went there to eat once, and at the next table over was Chris Benoit. For you guys that are not wrestling fans, Chris Benoit killed his whole family. I shouldn't laugh, but he killed his kid, he killed his wife, and then he hung himself. And so I was there. He was at the next table over, and it was right before he did that. So I did not disturb his meal. Another wrestling story, okay? I was in, where was I? San Antonio. And my ex-wife, her best friend, was getting married, right? And so I somehow ended up being the videographer. And I didn't see this happen, but at the venue, Stone Cold Steve Austin and his wife were eating dinner. It was a fancy place. And so the bride went up to Stone Cold Steve Austin during his meal and asked if he could take a picture with her. Now, Stone Cold, I didn't witness this, but from what I was told, Stone Cold was not happy about it, but he did it. So hats off to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Did I meet anybody else that was famous? I'm trying to remember. Son of a bitch. When I was a kid, I waited outside of a gym for John Franco, the famous New York Mets pitcher, to sign some autographs. That was many, many, many years ago. I'm trying to think if I met anybody else that was famous. I've had opportunities to meet famous people, and I just pass. Like one time, Nolan Ryan came to sign autographs at this place I worked, and it was a long-ass line to go and meet him. And I was like, screw that, I don't care. So I didn't meet Nolan Ryan. I just don't give a crap. I doesn't do anything for me. They're a person just like you and me. They put on, their pants one leg at a time. I'm not going to be all awestruck that they're a little popular, I'm trying to remember who else I've met that's famous. My claim to fame, okay? Claim to fame. I didn't meet nobody, but I once used the same crapper that the President of the United States and the CEO of AT&T used. Isn't that impressive? The same crapper. You guys probably don't think that's funny, but I was at the AT&T hangar. Long story, and I went to use the bathroom. They're like, "Hey, the president used that bathroom, and so did our CEO." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so that, it looked like a regular toilet. There was nothing special about it. I can't think of anyone famous that I've met. I'm sorry I failed. I can't think of anyone famous I've actually met. I'm going to think about it, though. It might come to me. So if it does, I'll talk about it in a future episode, all right? Okay, more comments here. I'm sorry I failed your question there. Oh, the second part of the question. Who would I love to meet? That's a better question. Let me take a sip. What's up?
Nothing.
Nothing? Who's famous did you want to meet?
Mm.
Who's famous did you want to meet? Oh, I'll tell you a story. So a few years ago, okay. Let me finish. A few years ago, for a Christmas gift, I got Cartoon Wife backstage passes to see Backstreet Boys, the lead guy, Nick Carter. He was doing a small show in Phoenix. Will you stop kicking? He was doing a small show in Phoenix, and so she got to meet him, took a picture with him. She was standing in the front of the stage as he was doing his thing. So she met a famous person, Cartoon Wife. Me, I still can't remember who I met, but all right, I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. In terms of who I would like to meet, I'd like to meet Hulk Hogan. I'd like to meet Sylvester Stallone, maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger, Casey Neistat, people that I just admire for lots of different reasons. That's just a handful of people that I would like to meet. And unfortunately, some of them are older and they're going to pass away and I won't get the opportunity to meet them. Such is life. Let's see here. What else can I... next thing. Okay, Mark, not stalking you, Sam. Just looking for community in Queen Creek. There's tons of communities. It's one of the larger builders. All we did, we drove around looking for those big American flags that have the sales office. We went to several different communities, and we found one model that we really liked, and that's why we're going with them. Rory, stop singing. I'm recording over here. Phil, Sam, what I mean is some people who sell their home before the new one is ready to move and to negotiate to rent back from the new owner from a month or so. Oh, that makes sense. We may have to do that. That's a good idea. I'm working with the A team. We're gonna sell this house and hopefully the stars align and we could potentially do something like that where we rent from the new owners and we stay in place until we can relocate. That's a good idea. Thank you. Anthony Short, Mesa does not report their crime map data. Mesa's not that bad. My mom lives in Mesa. It's not that bad. That's funny though. Robert Vogel, you're a great guy. Enjoy your videos. Thank you, Robert. Tila, I just Googled Chris Benoit. Wow, scary. Okay, same creeper. Let's see here. Hold on. Phil, that was a shitty story. Which story? The one about Chris Benoit. Go to the gym, but did it have a bidet? No, it did not have a bidet. Tila, okay, very funny. Colleen, LOL, we have a bidet attachment from Amazon for $40. It's perfect. But it doesn't have a thing for hot water, but as Alex said, it's Arizona. The water is always hot. So I kind of really want one that has a way to heat the water. That's just me. But yeah, eventually I do want to get a bidet. And one thing I emphasize with the new builder is I want an electrical outlet behind the toilet in the master bedroom. I know it's really bratty, but that's like something I really, really freaking want. I want a bidet. Any other questions or comments here? Because guys, I came on here. We've been recording now 38 minutes. I just wanted to apologize because I went a little off the rails yesterday with the cursing. And I said some things I wish I could retract, but it was too late. And I wanted to rephrase it, which I did nicely. I said I just hope people that don't wear masks, Thanos could snap them away and they disappear. That's a much nicer way of saying what I said yesterday. So, I lost it with the troll, and I take accountability. It was my fault. I shouldn't have let the guy get to me, and I let him get to me, and then I went bananas. But the message is still the same. If we all, collectively, all in the United States, and we are the laughing stock of the globe, the laughing stock, the United States is a laughing stock. Have you seen the numbers? The numbers are ridiculous. Our numbers are skyrocketed here, and everybody else is down here. They figured it out a long time ago, and they're pretty much open now. For other countries, they're open. This is not an issue for them anymore. But we are ignorant and stupid collectively, and there was no leadership in this whole thing. The president said, everyone out for themselves. You guys, you states, you figure it out yourselves. And it's come to the point where it's by mayor of each city dictates whether or not masks are necessary, rather than us having a whole nationwide emphasis on wearing masks. for whatever reason, this has become a political thing. The right thinks it's infringing on their rights, and they feel like they have the right not to wear a mask. And frankly, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. There's no other way to say it. It's disrespectful and ignorant not to wear a mask. Have some consideration for other people. You might have a grandfather, grandmother still around. This could affect them. Definitely, this affects older people more than younger people, but younger people are still affected. Younger people have still died from this. It's not a joke. So, anyway. Oh, look. Tila, wouldn't you like to meet Coco Diaz? Of course I would like to meet Joey Coco Diaz. I would also like to meet Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias. I would love to meet Joe Rogan. I mean, there's tons of people I would love to meet. I just gave you a handful. There's tons of people that I would be nervous to shake their hand. But am I going to go chase them? No, unless it just happens. I happen to sit next to them on a plane, or I happen to be at a friend's house and they're there. I'm not going to go out of my way to meet somebody just because they're quote unquote famous. That's just me. I don't care. But that's just me. Some people are all about hanging out with the rich and famous. I'm not, I just want to be left alone, And so me and the cat and the kid and the dogs and the wife, and that's it. And, once a week I try to visit my mom. That's it. That's it. I'm a very simple guy. What can I tell you? So I'm sorry some of you think my story sucked about sharing the toilet with the president and the CEO of AT&T. Sorry. Naomi, you're human. We understand. It's the truth. Phil, I totally agree with your message last night, but mad props for the apology. Okay. All right, guys. That's all I really had to say. Rory brought me several bottles of water. I guess she thinks I'm going to be doing this all night. We're 42 minutes in. Tila, Phil, we ain't getting no stand-up urinal. Forget about it. I'm not interested in getting a stand-up urinal. I just want my bidet. I want a bidet that is going to spray warm water up my ass. Am I asking for too much? That's all I want. I want a bidet. And Joey Coco Diaz is one of the two guys that told me they highly recommended the bidet. So I got the idea from him, Tila. Robert, I agree with you about the mask. Lisette, is Queen Creek diverse? And are there healthcare jobs there? Queen Creek, the majority of the Phoenix Valley, and this is from what I've seen and also the stats, they coincide. About 60% of the valley is white. About, 30% is Latino. And 10% is other, everything else. So in Queen Creek, it's majority white, okay? And I can't tell you how diverse it is. I've been there several times now. I feel comfortable there. I've lived in Arizona now, 8 years? And other than one time, I've never experienced any sort of racism. But overall, Phoenix is fine, in terms of diversity. It's mostly white, but in the year 2042, I believe it is. What is it, Rory? Come here. In the year 2042, the minorities are going to become the majority. Hey, Rory just made this picture. What do you think?
And it can go both ways.
Oh, it goes this way. Which way does it go? Which way does it go? It goes both ways. All right, look. It's 8:45. Someone I know needs to go to bed. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah, it's time for bed, boys. Game. Go.
Tomorrow's Friday.
I know tomorrow's Friday, but, you still need to go to bed. Got to keep you on a schedule. Okay. Robert, I agree about the mask. Okay. Oh, so I was talking to you, Lisette, about Queen Creek. Jobs, I don't know. I recommend you go to Monster and Indeed and see what jobs are there in Queen Creek. Queen Creek is still very much under development. They are building like crazy in Queen Creek. And possibly another 5 years, it could be really developed, similar to Gilbert. It might take another 10 years for it to get to be on the same level as Gilbert. But they're building it like crazy. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. Every time I go, I see new buildings. They are building it gangbusters. Princess Mitch, see you next time. Lisette, you think I'm funny. Andrew, better use Pizzeria Bianco before expire. Good point. I haven't looked at them recently. My brother gave me a Pizzeria Bianco card like 2 years ago, and I still need to use it. You're absolutely right. But I don't know if they're even open, to be honest with you. I got to use that. You're right. You're right. Phil, love you, Sam. We look forward to your live streams. Tila, love the colors of the picture. Rory, Tila likes your picture. She says okay. All right, guys. So we're at this 45 minutes. I guess at this point we're going to wrap it up. I'll give you another 10 seconds. I did my plug for the Moving to Arizona Masterclass. It's move to az.weebly.com. I promoted the A-Team. I didn't forget this time. All right. Mark, found good bagels in Queen Creek, place called Schmear. Any good pizza places around? Funny you mentioned Schmear. Colleen and her husband Alex love Schmear. See, I've had Schmear. Pizza places, I personally vouch for Venezia's, and they have several locations, one in Mesa, one in Gilbert, and I also like Grimaldi's. Now, neither one are Brooklyn style. Brooklyn style to me, big large pie, and you can fold the slices and there's grease flying off of it. To me, that's Brooklyn style. You're not going to really find that here. I've looked, I've yet to find it. People claim the New York style, that's not Brooklyn style that they serve. But it's still very good pizza. You can't go wrong with Venezia's or Grimaldi's. Grimaldi's is a little pricey. It's like brick oven pizza. Colleen, Schmear is delicious. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. It's all going to be 9 o'clock. I've been having issues sleeping lately, so I'm probably going to take a shower before bed, and I don't know, maybe I'm going to have to start meditating, do some of that ASMR stuff. But, yeah, I don't know what the hell's up with me. I'm having issues sleeping. Anyway, guys, that concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like. Seriously, like. It helps the algorithm. And YouTube's mad at me right now. So please, everybody, please like this video. Put a comment, even if it's just to say hello. Engagement's what counts on YouTube. And let me know below what questions can I answer for you regarding moving to or living in Arizona. Till next time. There we go. Yeah, the music's still not working. They can hear us. Do it louder so they can hear you. You're not going to do it louder? And there's Sour Patch meowing in the back. All right. Guys, good night, Tila. I promise you, I'm going to make a separate movie video with the end screen and the music. That way it actually works. It's something I've been meaning to do. Vegas or Arizona? In my humble opinion, Arizona. I've been to Vegas several times. It's just not for me. I don't like Vegas. It's kind of Atlantic City on steroids. I am not a big fan of Vegas. I mean, it looks a hell of a lot like Arizona. It's all desert, and they have casinos. And it's just not for me. I'm not a big fan. That's just me. All right, guys. I'm out.